Amelia Thompson was not the kind of girl who liked attention. Quiet, bookish, and painfully shy, she worked as a part-time librarian in a small town outside of Boston. But today, she found herself doing something completely outside her comfort zone. Walking into the emergency room of one of the busiest hospitals in the city, her heart pounded in her chest as she approached the reception desk. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, and people rushed past her in scrubs and lab coats. She clutched her jacket tightly, trying to hide the discomfort written across her face. The receptionist smiled gently. "What brings you in today?" Amelia leaned in and whispered, I think I have a private issue. I need to see a doctor." She was led to a waiting room, her eyes glued to the floor, praying she wouldn't have to explain too much. On the other side of the hospital, Dr. Ethan Cross, a top emergency physician and a secret co-owner of the hospital, was wrapping up his shift. He rarely saw new patients at this hour, but something about Amelia's chart caught his eye. He couldn't explain it, but he felt drawn. "I'll take this one," he said casually to the nurse, unaware of how this decision would change his life. When he entered the room, Amelia looked up and froze. He was tall, confident, and unexpectedly attractive. Her face turned bright red. "Hi, I'm Dr. Cross," he said kindly. "Let's get you comfortable." Amelia nodded, her voice barely a whisper. As he began his examination, he remained completely professional, but gentle and understanding. He sensed her anxiety and spoke softly, cracking a small joke to ease the tension. To her surprise, she laughed, nervously but sincerely. The checkup was over in minutes, but something had shifted. She thanked him and got up to leave, their eyes meeting for just a moment too long. As Amelia walked out of the ER and into the city lights, she didn't know that Dr. Ethan Cross was still standing by the door, watching her go, a strange warmth building in his chest. A week had passed since Amelia's ER visit, but she couldn't get Dr. Ethan Cross out of her mind. His calm voice, warm eyes, and gentle demeanor had left a lasting impression on her shy heart. She figured she'd never see him again. After all, what were the odds? But fate had other plans. While shelving books at the library where she worked, Amelia was interrupted by a familiar voice. "Do you have anything about overcoming anxiety?" the man asked with a slight smile. Amelia turned, and her breath caught. It was him, Dr. Cross. In jeans and a sweatshirt, he looked less like a millionaire doctor and more like a charming stranger lost in a bookstore. Her cheeks flushed instantly. I think we do," she said, leading him to a quiet corner. He followed, hands in his pockets, stealing small glances at her. "You probably don't remember me." "I do," she blurted out, and instantly regretted how fast she said it. He chuckled. "I thought so. I was hoping I'd run into you again." Amelia's heart skipped a beat. "Why?" "Because I can't stop thinking about you." Her eyes widened. "Me? You're kind, humble, real. I meet so many people who chase power or status, but you just wanted help. And you treated me like a human, not a doctor with a fancy title." She didn't know what to say, so he continued, "Would you maybe have coffee with me sometime?" Her lips curled into the smallest, most honest smile. Okay. Weeks passed. That one coffee turned into dinners, long walks, and laughter under autumn trees. Amelia discovered that Ethan, beneath all the layers of confidence and wealth, was surprisingly just as vulnerable as she was. And Ethan, he found in Amelia something rare, a woman who saw him, not his status. From a shy emergency room visit to a life neither of them expected, two completely different worlds collided, and neither wanted to go back. Sometimes the quietest people carry the loudest hearts, and one small meeting can change everything.